Hey there, collective. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm just going to get you guys a quick collective reading. This is a general reading, so as always, it will not be everyone's story. Please just take what resonates and leave the rest. You can check other readings too, and certainly your specific placements in your chart for other things. Other information. We have wedding rings. We have seduction. Okay. We got a union coming up here, somebody getting married. There's a lot of attraction and flirting. Oh, we have a mask too, though. Somebody not showing their true feelings. Maybe somebody is hiding their motives here behind the scenes of what it is that they're wanting to do or how they're feeling about you guys. Or maybe you're hiding your intentions of what you want as well. It could go either way. Anything else? As an angels for the collective, what messages do you want to get right here? Yeah, he's gonna raise money that had some options here. All right. Oh, shoot. Okay. Then we got the Phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Oh, and here goes my phone. So sorry, I meant to silence that. Okay, well, this is pretty simple to me. I think you're about to have a big shock. Something is definitely coming in right now. I think it may have been, so this could very well be someone from the past. It looks like to me, if it's not from the past, it is someone definitely that has had, I'm sorry. Okay, there it goes. Someone that thinks about you and you to them probably in a very seductive way. If you don't know this person, then they're certainly thinking about you in a very seductive way. A lot of attraction in this particular situation. If this was a person from the past, they may have came off a bit cold. I'm feeling they may have, honestly, they could have came off just straight up as a player in some way. Male or female does not matter. Players on both sides. We know that. But it was somebody definitely that was not given a lot to this particular situation. I'm feeling they may have seemed quite selfish, very much so all about themselves. And somebody in this situation was most definitely given way too much of themselves, okay? And the other person was just way too happy to take it, looks like. Probably had many options, did not want to make a decision, didn't want to, honestly, even with this mask, they never wanted to convey how they were feeling, what their true feelings were. They were keeping it all under wraps, I'm feeling. But the truth of the matter is they're heavily, heavily attracted here. Also, with keys on the ring, honestly, there could have been an issue here with somebody else kind of stepping into the situation. That could have very well been an issue if you guys are apart. They may have just been, they may have had some, they may have had to tame the beast. Let me say it nicely. They may have had somebody else that got involved in a situation, or maybe maybe they were chasing more passion than commitment. That's definitely what I want to say. But the truth is they have feelings. They had a lot of feelings. It developed a lot of feelings. I think you might have caught this person off guard, most definitely. And now what they're thinking about, it appears, is going to be higher commitment. Okay, they see you, I feel like, as some kind of marriage material. They're wanting some kind of union. I don't think, you may not be talking to this person, honestly. And I feel that way, especially with lightning here. I think that whatever is coming in is going to be like very sudden. And it could be just a very sudden transformation. It may even be something where they're coming in and they have, especially with wedding rings here, honestly, they may come in and propose. They may come in and propose that you guys, take it to another level, maybe even move in together. It's going to be shocking because I think that most of you do not, you may have an ideal or maybe it's what you want, but you may not truly know how this person actually feels. I don't know why I'm feeling like this person is kind of planning behind the scenes, and maybe you don't even know this. So whatever this behavior was in the past, I feel like they're trying to actually let that go, or they may have already let that go and are kind of developing a plan, if you will, because remember, the outcome card of these particular cards tells me about growth, transformation, a renewal, and certainly rekindling in a situation. Okay, so let me look at this. Guides and angels, talk to me about these wedding rings. Clarify these wedding rings for me. What does that have to do with? Actually, let me approach this differently. Talk to me about this person that I'm seeing here that is wanting to have this commitment. Who is this person from my collective? Who's this person wanting to have this commitment with my collective? Okay. All right, we gotta start. Oh, okay. Okay. And a lot of reversals here, though. Oh, somebody that hurts you, I feel. I think this is somebody that you have remained hopeful. Regardless, you got a lot of reversals here. I'm not going to lie. It may have been somebody who put you in a third-party situation at one particular time. You probably know about it. Somebody that you really felt a lot for. You felt like you could have a lot of emotional fulfillment with. You were wanting to have some kind of offer from this person or even just give it to this particular person. But instead, it looks to me like somebody who actually put you in some heartbreak, okay? But whoever this person is now, they're very hopeful, okay? I think they see you as their star, if you will. I mean, they see you as their guiding light. Maybe you are a light worker. Maybe you just have a lot of light. Maybe you're just a person that has a very good nature about you. You're just a really good person. I feel like that's what they're seeing here. They obviously know and notice that that's falling right up underneath the wedding rings, that if they're going to settle down, it needs to be with you. And I feel like they're wanting to come out of this heartbreak, maybe even repair the damage. You know what? I just got a hit that this person too has been in heartbreak. So maybe this was not obviously just one-sided. If they were doing this to you and then they went, just kind of went on their merry way, so to speak, they may not have realized until a little bit later that they actually were in love with you, which kind of put them in heartbreak. Look at this. Yeah, I feel like they had a lot of, wow, this is insane, really. I feel like they had a lot of epiphanies maybe after the fact. I feel like this person's very down on themselves, but they're still hopeful to some degree. Obviously, they still certainly see you as someone. I feel like they have to make some big, valiant, I don't know, proposal towards you. You know, certainly some big effort towards you because they may have left you in the dark. On a lot of these things. I feel like you have a lot of questions when it comes to this particular person. They're knowing that they missed out on their wish fulfillment here. They know that this was a magical connection in some way. You know what? I feel like there's a lot, there was never a lack of attraction I'm feeling in this situation. So I don't know if it was just a matter of this person being non-committal. You know, maybe they just have some people just kind of look down on love too. They really don't believe, oh yeah, you know, it feels this way, but is this real? Could this really last? And they just kind of, you know, they end up running from it. So it could have been something very much that way. But what I absolutely know is they understand that they did not offer something. They didn't invest properly where they should have, is what I'm getting. Okay, what else, Spirit? What else? What is this person wanting to do now in terms of for the collective? We know who they are. What are they? Yeah. Oh, you got a King of Wands here. So we have a Leo energy. What else do we have here? We have Gemini. We have got a Virgo here, Capricorn, Taurus, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and Aquarius. All right. So they're wanting to offer you, it looks to me like this person is wanting to offer you. First of all, they may come, well, I'll look at that once I get their movement cards, but I'm asking, they're wanting to offer you, oh wow. Okay, see, this is in secret. So you probably don't even know this. With this High Priestess card, I feel like you may not even know this. This has been kept under wraps pretty good. So if you've been sitting around wondering about this person and thinking that they forgot you, no, they have not forgot you. And I feel like they may be developing something here in private, actually. Definitely wanting a new phase, definitely wanting a renewal and a transformation in this particular situation. Very, very passionate about you. I think they want to come in and show you that they're quite passionate about you. The King of Wands can be obviously very charming as well. Got to kind of watch out for that. But the King of Wands does like to get what they want, okay? And they usually do get what they want. Also, with this High Priestess here, they may also be looking at you a bit like this as well. You know, the High Priestess is it's almost an unattainable energy in a sense, right? The High Priestess is just someone who can keep very quiet. Meanwhile, you know, they hold the answers, right? They hold all the answers here at the universe. So, you know, maybe this person is looking at you as kind of, you may be very spiritual, but, you know, maybe like a mystical person, but certainly a person that doesn't show too much, but certainly not somebody you're going to get something over on. I think it's also a person that's very compassionate with others, and loving, but also just kind of keeps that demeanor is constantly getting, they just understand things a little bit better. I feel like this King of Wands, whoever this is, was definitely a bit in and out, and could have very well been in a lot of player energy. The King of Wands also likes to get a lot of attention, right? They like recognition, they like attention, so they may have been out there doing the most, honestly, in the past. So, okay, what else here? Yeah, Two of Swords. Somebody that was not really willing to see this connection for what it was in the past. They may have came off like they were heartless in a sense. You notice in this card, they got their heart blocked. They can't, you know, they're not willing to see the connection for what it is. That has certainly come to a halt at this point. They may even be going through their own stuff, to be fair, with all of these reversals. They may have had some of their own awakening as well. That's also this Phoenix card, Phoenix rising from the ashes, right? Burning down all of the shadow energy so that you can arise a better person and with clearer eyes. Okay. All right. So we have the Two of Pentacles, and then we have the Temperance. Okay. You might have some Pisces energy here as well. We also have Sagittarius. So yeah, they weren't really willing to see things, I feel like, in the past, most definitely. They weren't willing to look at the situation, understand the depth of the situation. Although for some reason I'm feeling like they felt it, because this is falling under the Ten of Cups, right? They must have known, obviously, that there was potential, and a lot of potential here for wish fulfillment. You clearly made them happy. But they were juggling. They were definitely juggling. They didn't want to make a decision. And now, what they're desperately wanting, I'm feeling, is peace in this situation. They're wanting to find balance in this situation. Again, I just heard you've made them feel very balanced too. So this person, if they had a kind of a chaotic life as well, especially if this is their use, if they're used to just kind of being in and out and doing whatever they want and not committing and just kind of choosing passion, I feel like you took them down a notch from that, and they really appreciated that. I also heard you accepted them for who they are, which I think was very important to them, maybe even out of their element. I don't even know if they actually allow people to see who they are. Okay, that might be why they like moving so fast. Maybe they're uncomfortable with showing that level of emotions. Let's see how they feel about you. Oops. Okay. Got the sun and the moon. Okay, how else? How do they feel about my collective? Okay. I mean, honestly, the star and the sun here, they feel like you brought them a lot of happiness. I think you have again, a sunny disposition, probably. You're just a person that's probably a bright light in a lot of other people's lives, I'm feeling here. They feel a little bit, they could feel a little bit disillusioned Okay, really trying to figure out what it is that you're wanting now. You may have cut off communication. I don't see any cards to indicate that, but maybe you guys aren't talking. Even if you didn't block them, maybe you're not, you guys are not in contact in some way. I think they feel a bit in the dark about what is happening. They also feel like you are, it looks to me like they feel like you are, maybe you're hiding your emotions as well. So if your emotions were not expressed to them, you notice there's a sun in this card as well. But, if your emotions were not expressed, they feel like you're holding back from them too. They feel like this person may be a little bit cocky or arrogant because I just heard that they feel like you want them too. Or at least they think that. But I feel like they get in their thoughts a lot. Like they can get very disillusioned about, is this real? Is this not real? Do they not want me? You guys may not be talking because I have a Five of Wands. Five of Wands always shows me conflict of some sorts. Okay, so maybe they might even feel like they would be in competition with someone else. You guys may have had some arguments in the past that even tore this apart, but I'm asking how they feel about you. So maybe they're wondering, especially with this moon card as well as the Five of Wands, like they might actually be in competition with someone else. They do not want to be in competition with someone else. They also feel like you might be either moving with the Chariot card, maybe moving away, or certainly moving away from them in some sense. And they think that you might be defensive as well towards them. It might make them a little, especially if they're wanting, and I haven't pulled any of those cards yet, but if they're wanting to kind of come towards you, we'll see in their movement cards, but they may be thinking that you're going to be a bit defensive about that. But this is also a person that, they could very well also see you just as somebody who, you're going to stand up for yourself. You're going to stand up for what you feel is right. You're not going to allow people to take advantage of you. And honestly, that may have very well been what happened here. You may have just put your foot down. And perhaps that is what created kind of this change in the dynamic here, because you might be moving forward from what I'm seeing, and they may be, kind of chasing in a sense. Even if they're not chasing you, outwardly chasing you, trust me, they got their eyes on you. I feel very strongly. Okay. So tell me this person's next move then, guides and angels. What is this person's next move towards my collective? What is their next move? I feel like they are looking towards the long term now. Okay. Wanting something, most definitely wanting some, looking towards, obviously where they've been investing, but also wanting something that is going to be more stable. You know what, this person is worried. I don't know what they're going through, but I feel like they're worried. Like maybe they're worried that you're just not going to be receptive, and you may not. You may have very well moved on. We got Cancer energy here as well. Again, Leo energy again. Yeah, now we got the Queen of Swords. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at this. All right. I got them all, so I'm just going to turn them off. Yeah, I just said this person is worried. Look at that. We have the Nine of Swords here as well. So they are. This person is very worried. This is very much so interfered with their sleep. They may also have some other things going on in their life, but I'm specifically asking about this situation. It looks to me like this has really interfered with their sleep, potentially even having a lot of nightmares. I think you are definitely front and center. And especially this situation and what has happened up here is very much front and center about the way they treated you, basically. I do think that they want to look at the long term here. And then we have, of course, the Queen of Swords, so they could very well be dealing with an Aquarius as well. Yeah. I think they think that you may have even cut them out, but when I'm talking about their moves forward, specifically, it looks to me like they want to move forward. Again, male or female, it's an energy, but it looks like they want to move forward. They want to take some swift action forward. I think they're really trying to gain some insight to see if that's the right move for them to do so. They really, it's weird because I'm looking at this and notice this guy holding up the lantern, but I can't help but see the star right in the lantern, and then there's the star again. Okay, they're trying to get some insight, I feel, on you. They might be watching you closely, definitely um, going within or doing other forms of research. I'm feeling, not sure why, don't get freaked out by that, but really trying to inspect you and your world in a little bit, just trying to see what is happening with you. You know, they're so fond of you. I don't know how they didn't see this before, but they know that you guys have a very kindred spirit kind of connection, okay, very past life-ish. I love this particular card because you can see that he has pulled one of those cups of love and is trying to offer it to this girl, right? So, and it's a very sweet love too, a very sweet card. It's about two people that, you know, can talk and play and want to share things and trust each other. It's a very trusting, loving relationship. Again, it could very well be something past life, so it could run very, very deep. They may also be quite aware of that. They do want to offer a cup of love here, and I feel like they know that there has to be an apology in this situation as well. I think they just wish that they could see. They're so scared to do this. And I know why. I was going to say I don't know why, but actually I do know why. I see in the initial cards, they're so scared to do this because honestly, I do feel they betrayed you in some way, or at least they feel that way. Definitely know that they hurt you really bad. But they are watching you, okay? And they may even send a message. You might have a message of communication coming pretty quickly, pretty swiftly here. I'm feeling with this Page of Swords, and you also have the Queen of Swords over here as well. So let's see if I can just get some more information on this person because obviously they're understanding what has happened here. They understand what they did to you, it looks like. It's really causing some backlash in their own life. Maybe at first it was not, but now that they, maybe spirits involved here, you know, they've got a lot of, wow, now that they seem to have a lot of knowledge, maybe new knowledge of what the situation was, and maybe because, especially if you walked away, you know, made them kind of realize how special you are and how special this whole situation was to them. And also how they mistreated it. And I think they want all of these things, but I feel like they are terrified for whatever reason. And maybe they're just terrified thinking that you may actually reject them. Spirit guides and angels, what other information do you have here for my collective on this particular situation? Yeah. Change, encourage. Okay. I just saw the Chariot card and I said some of you guys may actually be moving or certainly moving away. And when you look at this card, you can see that all too clearly. Okay, somebody is definitely moving, I'm feeling, probably moving far away, moving to a different location, moving away from this situation regardless. This person may actually be local and maybe they're fearing that once you move away, they're not going to be able to tell you how they feel, or maybe they're feeling like, you know, you're going to be gone. They're never going to have another chance here because they've just waited for too long. I can see that this person has been very much so in their thoughts, okay, about you. We also know that here. It's just confirming what we already knew. It's really interfering. They're just going round and round in their thoughts, but actually no movement here. We have control tactics. Ouch. That may have been an issue for you guys in the past too. I think this person, you know, they do want to be in control of the situation. May have been a big issue for y'all as well as in the past. Maybe it's that may also be their normal demeanor. I just heard they could be in a position of control, but they could also use control tactics to try and manipulate the situation a little bit, and that may have very well ended this as well. Especially if they were projecting stuff onto you to try and stay in control because you would have figured that out very quickly. And then we have transcendence. Okay. So transcendence and unity tells me that, you know, you have someone that really wants to transcend the situation and come into, you know, into unity. They're wanting this to change. They definitely want this situation to change. So let me let the cards speak and see if they can give us any more in terms of this person here. I'm wondering if they are recognizing their control tactics is what has taken this to the level that it had. I think they thought you were going to be there for them. That's what I'm hearing. They just thought, you may have been very kind to this person, very giving, certainly over giving. And maybe they just thought you were going to be there for them. But now they are sitting back longing, okay, longing for you. Obviously, you guys are clearly in separation per this card, but they are just longing for you. This card came out in the reverse. It says disharmony, triggers, and conflict. So there may have very well been triggers in the past, certainly disharmony. I know that from the initial cards in the relationship. They're saying that you're actually coming out of that. Okay, you guys are clearly still in separation. There is a lot of longing here. The longing may very well be between both of you guys, whether you feel it or not. Okay, I just heard I feel them. So one of you guys are saying, either you or your person is saying that they feel you for sure. Maybe that's also why they feel like this has been kind of cut off to a degree. They know something is going in your life. They know something is changing in your life. And although they're really, really wanting this new phase and to rekindle, I think they're afraid, very afraid that it may be too late. Yeah, so now they're wanting to nurture the relationship, right? They're wanting to come in and show you compassion and love and appreciation that was not given to you before. I'm going to pull some outcome cards too, because I want to make sure this is like sincere and not just a ploy to kind of get you back. Yeah, they want you to be open to receive what they have to offer. And at the bottom we have an Ace of Earth. I just get some outcome cards because I need to see if this is for real. With an Ace of Earth is an Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so yes, this does seem like someone. By the way, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn here. Someone who wants to take action, wants to have a new beginning with you, but also wants to offer you something that is going to be substantial. Okay, something that is going to be far more than what you had in the past, which I'm thinking may have been a bit flighty according to all these cards. Okay, they want you to know and to understand that they're very serious this time about the situation. They've clearly had a lot of time to think about it. And they obviously know where they went wrong. Okay, and hopefully it's created some changes in them. I think it has, because they're willing to leave, their options behind. They understand they were wearing a mask here according to that, and they understand how significant this beautiful connection was that they just, I don't know, blew up, it looks like. Let me see what they would want to say to you. Spirit, what would this person want to say to my collective, please? But again, some of you guys may be out because it looks like you had to really muster up your courage, pull yourself back together, and you're changing. Okay, you've decided to make some kind of change. And again, this person is actually carrying suitcases, so they're going somewhere. All right, spirit guides and angels. What would this person want to say? Did I lose you? First part out, did I lose you? See, they think you're gone. I'm afraid you'll see the real me and not like it. That goes back to the mask card, okay? They have some insecurities about showing not just you, anybody. It seems like the real you. But honestly, there's an element of this person that knows already that you understand them and that you accept them for who they are. That is one of the things they loved about you. It says, I want to take a risk with you, but I'm afraid. So that, again, could have been this card right here, right? They're up. They know that they may have lost you. They want to do it, but they're scared to death. I think they're scared of rejection too, but they're also scared of some kind of change, the change that this might create in their own life. They may have had a bad divorce or something like that too, I'm hearing, or maybe like a bad situation that happened before, because where things just don't work out, or maybe they grew up in a family where things just didn't work out, and so they don't look at love as like forever, I worry about being able to come up to your expectations. Wow. Remember when we talked about the high priestess, we talked about that. And those people, that can almost be an unattainable energy, Is this person out of my league? All right. Anything else this person might like to say to my collective guides and angels? Anything else this person may want to say to my tight-lipped. Memories of us still linger after all this time. So you guys may have been apart for quite a while. And it says, this is the real thing. I know it. Telling you, they do too. I definitely feel like they understand now much better what this situation is about, and also the self-sabotaging that went on, and the games I'm feeling that actually went on, and may have very well cost them somebody very valuable in their life, somebody who they deeply love. And you know what? That's another thing I'm getting. All of this right here. I think all of that love with all of these cups on the table has just risen to the surface. There's no denying it now. All right, spirit guides and angels. All right. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. Okay, beautiful. Some of you may actually be off to a new start. I'm just letting you know. Very well so with that change. You may have already turned your back. And that's okay. I mean, they left you in a really precarious position, it looks like, but there's also a great deal of attraction I feel here between you, and it's like a lot. God, I feel like a lot of attraction between the two of you too. A lot of attraction. It says you deserve love. You are lovable. And then it says release your ex. So definitely a message for some of you guys to let the past go. If this person has been tied to someone else too, because I told you they may have very well put you in a third party, you know, maybe their energy has been tied to them. And, you know, third party can be anything, as we know. But if you know that they were tied to a past situation that may have harmed them or hurt them in some way, and maybe that's also why they were not comfortable settling down or even opening up to you, it's also given that message. Not only do they deserve love, but to release the ex. That could be for either of y'all. One more message there, guides and angels. Okay, too many cards trying to come out here. Yeah, see, I got honeymoon first. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And then look at this. I have unrequited trying to come out. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. Well, this is definitely not the this is not the love yourself first too. Yeah, there's a lot of attraction and chemistry in this particular one, but you guys might be quite different, and that's also what unrequited is about. You know, if you felt like the differences were too big, maybe someone felt like they were too big at one point to overcome. Now they clearly have more clarity that that is just not the case, but maybe if you guys are a difference in age or backgrounds or could be anything, religions, you know, just different, even in the way that you talk or handle things or think. You know, sometimes that's just too much for other people to handle. But I feel like now they're wanting to find some kind of balance between it. But I'm just telling you, some of you guys are heading off in a new direction because you do understand that you do deserve to be loved and appreciated. And perhaps this person did not show that to you the first time. You're trying to release them, and you're headed towards something that you feel will be more stable and without some of the conflict that was presented in the past. So we definitely have two stories here. You know, you'll know which one is yours. Of course, it's a general reading, so please do take what resonates, and I hope it helps you guys today, okay? So you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.